Good morning, boys and girls. It's War 8 against our Savage Squad cousins, SSX. Got a good war today. One that I was a little bit nervous for. We're going with Vox, Symbiote Supreme, and Mordo makes a return to help us out. I don't even need to tell you who that's for. But yeah, that's me just making sure that all my strikers are active and whatever. We've got the tactic. And in we go. I still feel really ill. We're going path 8 all the way today. And then we're going for Darkhawk on node 42 and Serpent on node 45. Hazard Shift and Conflictor, which we will get to. I initially abandoned my first opportunity to play because I just really didn't feel up to it. But second time round I sat down and got involved. First up against Cassie here on node 8. Bitter Still's Cassie nonetheless, so it's always fun to take down his champs and watch them get smoked. This is a really very simple fight. Cassie would get a cruelty buff each time she gets knocked down, but being buff immune she doesn't, and therefore it's just a complete nothing node for her. I was just playing patiently in order to get my scythe charges up. I couldn't be bothered to start dexing or anything like that. To be honest, my path fights here aren't played brilliantly just because I really wasn't feeling great. Still not sounding great, but here we go. My plan was hit her a bit more and get the special one tanked up, but she was so passive, wouldn't hit me, wouldn't throw her special 2, that fell off, and my scythe charges also fell off, and she wouldn't throw her special 2 until I was stuck right in the corner, which was fine. The next couple of hits kill her anyway. And we can move swiftly on to Guardian. Guardian, I opted for a regen buff here. I decided that if I used an invulnerability boost that it wouldn't protect me against his big red burst damage. So an invulnerability boost, and then just be confident in the fact that I can play him without screwing it up. And I did it mostly. I did take a couple of hits, as you'll see. This node will benefit Guardian a bit more in that he will gain Furies while I'm close to him, which stops me being able to parry so much. Yeah, it's just complicates it slightly, but also no major big deal. Dex the special one in the corner. Big special 2 is going to do most of the work on him. We've got 20 degens on. I'm going to eat the special one to the face by missing the dex. But he's going to die shortly anyway. So yeah, a couple more potions than I'd like to have spent, but never mind. We can move on to section 2 against Omega Sentinel, who's going to have power, efficiency, and again, we've taken her before, not on this node. Very easy. I just need to, even though she will fail to auto-block me, she can still incinerate me once she has enough armors if I am repeating my hits. So I'm still going to play her like she should be played, and we can just take it from there. My combat regen boost is still active, and I'm more than happy for that to be enough to suffice. Although I do get parried there and take a very heavy couple of hits, including a big giant crit to the face, so that wasn't fun. That's going to be the last mistake of the fight though, and I think of the war even, to be honest, which I guess could be a spoiler. So from here, yeah, after taking that initial combo, I just do slow it right down. She's got as much of a health pool as I currently do at the minute. I mean me and not Vox, so she goes down really easily. Excusez-moi. So finally for the path, we can move on to Josh. Big shout out to him and his Maestro on Rich Get Richer node 35, which again is going to be another easy fight for Vox. Vox is a natural counter to Maestro as well, as his buffs will overcome the glancing, which means I'll still get all my charges. I'm also going to gain plenty of power from the node and win which get richer every single time. I don't think there's any other champion in the game that will gain more buffs than Vox does. And when I'm ready to, I'm just going to fire a big special 3, followed by a big special 2. I'm playing it fairly conservatively in that I want to just keep my distance because I don't want to start cosmic degen or whatever it's called, the radiation thing, and I'm holding my special 3 until I have enough buffs that I'm happy with. Again, Maestro's going to have power efficiency, so I do just want to watch his power gain. I actually meant to throw my special 3 there, but accidentally hit the relic button. Seems to be a habit of mine generally lately, so that's good. Special 3 does plenty of damage. We're going to get plenty of power back. And the special 2 will be enough to finish the job, degen wise, not just base damage. I'm going to hit his block a bit to give him 2 bars, as I'd rather him throw special 2 than 1, and I'm just going to keep my distance and let the degen melt him. Yeah, Josh is a long-time friend of the Alliance, used to play here with us, so it's always nice to face him. Big shout out to you, my friend. And we move on to the mini-boss islands, where we've got Darkhawk on node 42, we've got One Eye Open. The game plan is to just parry, hit him, get my charges up. I'm not going to care about the damage, I'm not going to be putting much down until I've knocked him over. Once I've got my special 2 ready, I'm going to knock him down with a heavy, and again, let the degens do the work. I didn't play this brilliantly, as you'll see. For now it's just parry light, parry light. You can see that because I get the buffs on my light attacks, I'm gaining 2 scythe charges per hit, which is, again, just really nice. 8 special 1s. I haven't got my vigilance buff yet for when he goes invisible on special 2. Got my relic ready to give me an opening for a heavy. Into special 2 as an intercept as a bonus, not that it makes a difference. I guess one could argue it's slightly risky. What I should have done here was hit him a bit more. I was confident that the degens were going to do their job. I then took SB1 to the face, and the degen stopped short. And because I wasn't hitting him like a silly, I also didn't really gain any buffs up. So my next special 1, as you can see, barely really did anything to him. This one's also going to finish short. So yeah, I just didn't play it brilliantly. Finishes on 1%. Protection up, so it takes more than a few hits to finish him off. And now finally, we move to Serpent on node 45, where initially I thought Symbiote wasn't going to be a good counter for this because of all the debuffs, but then we realised that because I place debuffs per hit rather than lots at once, only one will be purified, and as long as I'm following the normal cycle, I should still be able to power control him nice and easily. For me, Mordo Synergy was a must here, as it's going to allow me to just have complete control of the fight from the start. With my last few attempts in mind, the difference here was just so refreshing, quite astounding, and we'll see how this goes. I also kept my Resonate Mastery up to apply weakness, essentially as a kind of debuff fodder. I had it in mind, which will allow all the rest of my specials and hits to be fully effective. So straight away we can throw a special 3, special 2, we immediately give him power with my first basic hit, and then we can obviously power steal from him. Straight back to a special 3 again, and we are into the cycle, absolutely cooking. SSX banned Odin for us, so any other counters we thought of which would require Odin synergy were out of the question. But Symbiote Supreme just doesn't care. I was really nervous for this because I really didn't know how it was going to go. So really pleased with how it went. Much smoother than I expected. At this point, he's probably going to I knew that he was going to get pushed to a special 3, but you know, I've at this point only lost 5% health through interval hazard shift damage because he's not actually hit me yet. And this special 3 from him with all the weaknesses and etc. plus I can't even remember the name of the mastery. It's going to take off another massive 5%. Into a special 3 from myself again, just to use up the rest of his death immunity, and then the relic throwing into him after this will be enough to finish him off. And yeah, this felt really, really good. And that is that. So as things stand, we are still really early on in the war. This is the current score, so there's plenty of work to do. Very, very tight, so I don't want to speculate. Hopefully we can get a win, but SSX have been really solid. So we'll see how we go. I'll see you at the next one. Bye.